That's right. It's a classic, just like a twister. And they're going to be performing this and many other songs from the catalog, the canon that is the Northern Pikes collection of music on Saturday evening at the Saskatoon Events Center. And Jay Semko and Don Schmidt are with us today. So, guys, nice to have you here.
Hey, thanks, Jeff.
You know, it's fun. You know, I love looking at the videos like that. When you see, for me, it's fun. I'm a fan, so it's like, hey, cool. When you guys look at videos like that, what kind of reaction do you get, Jay?
Well, that's definitely one of our more cheesy videos, I'd have to say. I mean, it was fun. I remember the fan blowing like crazy, and it was hot. The fan's blowing. You're kind of going, okay, how does this look? Is this okay?
And what about you? What are your memories of putting together that shoot?
Well, video shoots, like we filmed them all with our band camera from behind the scenes and that. So when I look back on them, it's just a lot of waiting around, really. Like you spend hours just waiting to do like 4 or 5 minutes of playing.
Well, you know, they always say that about making movies. It's hurry up and wait.
Exactly. It's the same kind of thing, yeah.
You brought along something. Initially, when you walked in with this, Don, I thought to myself, because, well, is this a press, not a press kit? Because initially I thought it was like, oh, it's a re-release of all the vinyl. But what exactly do we have here?
Well, actually, that is the original press kit that Virgin Records did release Big Blue Sky in.
Okay.
It came with the album, the single of Teen Land, a T-shirt. Okay.
Can we open this up? Can you?
Well, we can, sure.
Okay. Well,
you can.
I don't want to wreck anything. Is it Velcro? What is it?
Well, no, it's just like that.
Oh wow. Okay. So you got all kinds of stuff in here. So now you happen to have, you're using it as a record holder.
Well, yes, but what we're doing is we're doing an interview tomorrow. There's a lady coming from Quebec, and we're doing an interview for the Museum of Modern History.
Wow.
From music from the 60s, 70s, and 80s in Canada. So we are fortunate, as well as the Grapes of Wrath, to be included in that. So I wanted to donate a lot of this stuff to the museum. Now, a couple of things. So that's the single for Things I Do for Money.
Exactly. And that kids, that's a 45.
Yes.
Ask your parents. Google it.
Actually, it looks like that. Actually, that's the Idols Regine. That's a different single. But I do want to show you, though. Now, this even goes back further. Jay will like this.
Oh, yeah.
This is 37 years old this July.
Wow, so you were originally the Idols?
Yes.
Okay.
Jay, Merle, myself, Robin Billington, and the late Neil Morgan on guitar.
So at what point, Jay, did you say, hey, the Idols, we're going to change our name? Did somebody else say you should change your name? What came?
You know, it kind of evolved. The Idols kind of mutated, and I mean, I went to another band called 17 Envelope with John Sinclair and Robin Billington and Al Edgar, and the guys kept playing, and we kind of each went our own way. And then Brian and I had a band called The Maximums for a little while, and then we kind of joined forces in late '83, early '84, and decided, well, let's do this. The good thing is we were all very young, in our early 20s, yet we had. We were kind of old pros by that time. We played a lot of gigs over a number of years, really since our mid-teens. So even though we were in our early 20s, we were pretty seasoned at what we were doing. So we kind of had a vision and a picture of how we wanted to approach it. And the main thing was to make records, to make independent records. So we were kind of pioneers in some ways in that way, because we just thought, this is the way that we can get known, is to try and write really good songs, record our own albums, send them out. And that's really what enabled us to get kind of signed to a major record label, to Virgin Records in late '86, was the success of our indie records at American and Canadian college and indie radio.
So now let's talking about records and writing songs and recording them. You're going back into the studio. Is that exciting? Is it challenging? Is it a little intimidating?
Well, it's exciting. We're really not sure what we want to do yet in the studio, whether we do new songs, re-record old songs, or do acoustic versions of songs.
Okay.
So
TV themes, that's always my go-to.
Well, that's true, yeah. So we're in a bit of debate what to do about that, exactly.
And so when can we expect maybe to go into the studio, and then when do we expect to see a new disc?
I guess the cat's out of the bag. We're going to be doing a re-release of Big Blue Sky, which was our original album released on Virgin in 1987. And our plan is to do a cross-Canada tour in the fall to support this. And we're hoping to have a companion piece that goes out with that either has some live music from that same era and or other songs that were unreleased tracks from that era. So I've been going through old cassette tapes.
Oh, cassette tapes. Well, at least you're not saying 8 tracks. Hey, we're just, show it to very quickly. Limited
yes.
green vinyl on that one. Very cool.
That is very cool.
The Pikes are at the Saskatoon Event Center on Saturday night. They're cranking out the hits, the classic tunes, and maybe some surprises along the way. So, gentlemen, thank you so much. We will be right back.